Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. So I am going to be starting an endeavor that I'm very excited about, and I've been wanting to get to it for quite a while, but my schedule has just been so busy lately. But I'm going to finally start this, and that is going to be upgrading the speakers in my GR Corolla to those from Kevin at Plug and Play Audio. So I've got the whole kit. Let me show you what I've got first, and what I'm going to do, and the game plan we're going to start with. So I not only have the speakers, but I also did the pre-cut sound deadening kit. And you can see how he marks everything. Rear right 2, rear right 3, rear right 1. So how everything is laid out. So here is the system for the front. So we got our 6.5-inch woofers. We've got our mid-range in the dash. Like, where's the tweeters? Oh, there's one. So, and there's the tweeter right there. There you go. So this is the 3 sections for the front. Now, I've already done, if you followed me, I've already done the subwoofer. I did the 8-inch Hertz subwoofer underneath the seat. That made a huge difference. I mean, absolutely huge. Many people will be more than satisfied with the JBL system with that. But this is going to be upgrading the speakers. And honestly, just adding the sub, it's pretty close to enough for me. But the speakers and the sound deadening should be able to turn up the notch a little bit more. So here's the rear speakers, and they're just a cheap paper cone. So going to a coaxial will be nice. One big thing about these two, since I'm just doing the speakers, literally, this is plug and play. I literally remove one of the speakers, whether it's in the A-pillar or the dash or the door, you unplug it and then plug in the new one and mount it back in. It's that simple. There's nothing else to do. I am not doing one of his amps at this time, and I don't know if I'll need it. I might be perfectly happy with these, since these are pretty efficient. They will work even better with the JBL amp. So here's those, and let me show you how we're going to start inside. So the first thing I did, and I didn't show you, but I disconnected the negative cable right here. So it's sticking down in here so it doesn't touch. But disconnected that. And the reason that I did that is because I'm going to be taking off the A-pillar covers, because I'm going to wrap them. So, and if somebody hasn't done this before, when you disconnect the battery, make sure you put something over the latch, because it will latch and then you can't open it because it's electronic. I'm sure everybody can figure out to come under here with your fingers or tools or something like that. And I've got some trim panel tools right here. And then just getting this unclipped. Like I said, there's only 2 here that I have to worry about. So we'll take them one at a time, but I'm going to try to unclip them. Then I'll show you what they look like behind here. So this first one was super easy. I mean, I put this clip in here, got my fingers under here, a little tug, and the first one is already loose. I'm not going to lie. Those both popped off a lot easier than what I thought they would. I mean, a lot easier. Or the initial catch anyway is open. So now what I need to do is I need to go in here, and I need to go up in here, and I need to kind of pinch there's a couple of little pieces of plastic that pop out. I need to use a screwdriver. Once I get this off, I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. I have success. So here's the two clips. And this is a perfect shot, actually, of it. You can see these 2 tabs on the top of it and the bottom of it here. Those are the tabs that you need to push. So you need to push in with a screwdriver or something so that it releases from inside. So you kind of want to put a little bit of tension on this as you're sticking up a screwdriver. I used two. I used a little short one, and I have a longer one, and I actually used both of them. So, but that is it. So both of those are off, and now I can get this A-pillar laid out. So once those two clips are, there's the upper one right there, and then here's the lower one. So, but once that is done, then you literally kind of shimmy this out, and it will lay down right there. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and disconnect that plug right there for the tweeter. But like I said, I'm going to wrap this. So I want to get all this out and get a better look. And that way I can even show you guys the better look at the plugs and stuff. So the tab is right on the back side. So if you just kind of push down on it, I actually used my little screwdriver like this and kind of got it in there and pressed down while I was pulling back on the A-pillar cover, and it popped right off. There you can see the little tab right on the back of it. So these release, but then this catches it right here so that this doesn't become a projectile if the airbags go off. So it's kind of a double clip in a sense. So, and then what you do, you can see that there's clips right there that actually snap back in. And there you go. And that's how that sits in there. Now you can see the tabs really, really well. So once you know how it's designed, it's not that bad. Here's the tweeter. You can see these little, I can see them right now. There's a little clip right there. See that? So there's another one over here. And there's another one right there. So there's three of those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger right on the tweeter dome, kind of popping this in and see if I can. Just need to get this up. Look at that. So with a little bit of pressure on it. I just need to get two of the three. Oh, there we go. So now this should pop out, I would think. Huh. I thought it would. That's kind of interesting. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's all one piece. Well, that was simple. Now it's ready for the new tweeter, but first I'm going to wrap it with the Alcantara. On here, I've never done this before, so it's kind of a first time for everything here. So now it's got the JBL all cut around it here. So the next step is to fit the tweeter into the spot, but there are these little tiny tabs right here that need to be trimmed off, and I've got a real small head on it, so this might just take it right down. Okay, that feels better. Go over to this one. Let's see if the clip will keep it in there. So these special clips right here, on one side of it says back, which is actually meant for this side. It's designed to kind of slip in between these areas. Put this in and kind of twist this under. Okay. I do believe that I've got that all mounted in now. Pretty slick, if I do say so myself. There you go. Kind of see it there. Just have to wipe off the fingerprints off that. And this is going to stick up. I like the Alcantara, though. A lot nicer than just the black plastic. Now that I have the A-pillar wrapped and ready to be reinstalled with the new tweeter, I need to go ahead and replace the mid-range. So if you just reach in here, this should just pop up like this. There we go. And it's out. There's just two little hinges kind of on the back end that push in first, and then these two red orange pieces just snap right down. So there's two 10mm bolts here that hold that in. So this is where things like this come in very handy. Okay, let's see if this does the trick. Pretty loose, actually. It didn't take a whole lot to spin that. There we go. Okay. Got those two out. So just reach in here. We just need to undo the clip. Sorry, but I'm going to need two hands for this. So on the back of the plug right here, there's the release right there. Came off nice and easy. I will say that I'm a little disappointed in the JBL system on this car. I mean, it's okay, but in comparison to my 2009 Corolla that has the JBL system and my wife's 2010 Prius that has the JBL, both of those are remarkably better, and the speaker quality, just looking at them, is a night and day difference. I have my new mid-range here, so we just need to plug that in. This is the best part of this kit from Kevin at Plug and Play Audio, because it just literally clips in and then you screw it right back in. He also includes 4 of these little foam pads so that you can wrap the connector so it doesn't rattle around and hit anything and make any noise. So that is also a very nice touch. I'm trying to figure the best way to. So we have a nice foam piece right there. So now tuck that back down. And you'll notice that this has 2 different shapes. It goes in like this with the connectors, the kind of the close ends toward you. Just pay attention. Finding it actually easier to kind of look through the windshield. Those 2 are snugged in. You can kind of see right back here, there's 2 little holes or slats. So that's where those tabs go. So they just snap in or push in there, and then this just snaps right down. That's how simple that mid-range is. Super, super easy. So now I'm actually able to put the A-pillar cover back on. How sweet is that? So that will be done. So you will notice that on the new tweeter, it's only 2 wires and 2 plugs there. And back here is the old one with 4. Do not fret though, because Kevin has included an adapter. So here's the 4N that goes into the factory, and then the 2N that goes in to the tweeter. If you're adding one of his amps, this will be a little different. I'm just doing the speakers, so it literally plugs into all of the original wires. So this is just an adapter that's needed. So let me go ahead and snap that in. Here's another one of the little foam pads that Kevin included. So that is to wrap that large connector there so it doesn't bang around and make any noise up against the metal there. I'm ready to go ahead and snap this in, and make sure that you adjust the anchors like I had showed before. So you want them snapped back into this position. So there we go. So I just kind of was sliding it around and working it in, and all of a sudden it just kind of popped into place there. So yeah, there we go. And you know it's good because the upper two pieces popped in. Now I can take my velour dash mat and tuck it back into place. And I just want to tuck it underneath my GPS sensor. Just like that. I don't even have that. There's some sticky on it, but I don't even have that on it. I just have it sitting there. Just kind of push it down between the dash and the glass, and it's always stayed right there. So perfect. So now I have the black Alcantara. The ceiling is kind of a dark gray, so I'm glad that I did the black. It kind of ties in with all that versus just the black plastic. Now I got a nice looking Alcantara on it. So very, very happy I decided to do that. And it's funny because some of my other cars, like my 2017 Corolla IM, these are wrapped on that. And I paid $13,560 for that car. Brand spanking new. Crazy. So the right front is done for the mids and highs. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go over and I'll do the driver's side, and then I'll come back and I'll start working on the doors, popping the panels off and trading out the speakers there. So just finished changing out the mid-range speaker, just like I showed on the passenger side, and I wrapped the connection. And I've got to give kudos to Kevin because he really makes this so easy. And just the little touches like the foam pad that go around the connection, so that it doesn't rattle around down in there with against the metal and cause any noise. So just really, really well thought out. So now I've just got to make the connection with that wire right there to there, and I'll slip the A-pillar back on. So got the left front side done, and the right front side is done. So next, I move to the doors.